Welcome back here again, everyone. Quick question. What happens when you go out the door and try to push the racism card and the sexism card? Well, mostly the racism card. Because you know what you're making is garbage. It's going to fail. So you figure, let you come out the door early and say it so people will somehow feel obliged to watch it rather than feel like they're being attacked and not give a crap. Well, that's what Disney Plus and Lucasfilms did with Obi-Wan Kenobi. And how did that turn out? Well, let's find out. Lucasfilm and Star Wars racism gambit fails. Obi-Wan Kenobi finale viewership worse than The Mandalorian Season 2, Loki and WandaVision. The Ewan McGregor-led Obi-Wan Kenobi series finale had worse viewership than The Mandalorian Season 2, Loki, and even WandaVision. At the end of May, following the release of the first two episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi to Disney+, Lucasfilm and Star Wars attempted to gin up a controversy by having actress Moses Ingram accuse Star Wars fans of racist behavior. Yeah, because Reva, as she plays in the series, is not a good character. She's a less than one-dimensional character who's only straight to just being angry black woman. That's it. They knew people were going to dislike it. This is why I keep saying, these companies know they're putting out garbage. They know that. And they know that a lot of people are going to have a problem with it. What they do is they say to themselves, well, okay, listen, we are just going to come out the door early and say, that it have a bunch of racist people who don't like it and what other than the other. The same thing is being done with She-Hulk. When they came out and people that, the people not going to like the show because they're sexist and misogynist. Because they already know what they're doing. So anyway, the gambit appeared to be an obvious marketing ploy. Anyone could have seen that. To try and get people to subscribe to Disney Plus. Yeah, they figured if they call out people as racist, people will say to themselves, well, you know what? I'm not a racist. I'm going to go and watch this show. I'm going to go and subscribe to Disney Plus. How did that work out? To watch this series, since the evidence Ingram shared to Instagram of the abuse she received was hardly abuse, let alone racism, people didn't like her character portrayal. That was all. That was all. And you made it out to seem like some sort of racist ploy. Your character wasn't good. That's all. On top of the lack of evidence to support Ingram's claim, Ewan McGregor took it upon himself to address the situation in an obvious marketing video shared to the official Star Wars Twitter account. In the video, he first bragged the show was the most watched Disney Plus original series premiere of all time. However, he then addressed Ingram's claim that she was subjected to racism and abuse. He said it seems that some of the fan base from this influential fan base have decided to attack Moses Ingram online and send her the most horrendous racist DMs, and I heard some of them this morning and it just broke my heart. I never saw any evidence of this, remind you. Moses is a brilliant actor, should not be actress, but okay. She's a brilliant woman and she's absolutely amazing in this series. No, she was not. No, she was not. Reva was 90% of everything wrong with that series. The other 10% was just so much garbage thrown in. You didn't even have time to breathe around it. That was what it was. He continued, she brings so much to this series, like angry black woman. That's what she brought. She brings so much to this franchise. Well, considering she had this delusional thought that apparently there were no black characters in Star Wars before her, what exactly was she bringing to the franchise? And it just sickened me to my stomach to hear this had been happening. He then declared, I just want to say, as the leading actor in the series, are you sure you were the leading actor in the series? Because you were basically downplayed to a loser who ran from a fight and all of this stuff, while all the women were supposed to be so absolutely amazing. As the executive producer on the series, that we stand with Moses. I'd sit down, but all right. We love Moses, and if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. There's no place for racism in this world, he concluded, and I totally stand with Moses. From what I saw, I didn't see any evidence of any kind of racism. What I saw was fans unhappy and voicing their concern with how bad this character portrayal was and how bad this series was. But this is a constant trend nowadays. Attack the fans. They're supposed to love everything, and when they don't, attack the fans. Obi-Wan Kenobi did indeed have the most watch time via minutes for a Disney Plus original series, as Nielsen reported that the show's first 3 episodes raked in 958 million minutes viewed. However, Nielsen recently released their data for the weeks ending July 3rd and June 26th. The 6th and final episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi released on June 22nd for the week of June 26th. Nielsen reported that Obi-Wan Kenobi only brought in 860 million minutes viewed. Now, I did videos covering all of the episodes of them. And for the first 3 episodes, they're rating of 958 million minutes viewed. A lot of people went into this because of the name, Obi-Wan Kenobi. They expected to see Obi-Wan Kenobi doing something, but then after a while, they realized what was going on, and they were out. They were not going to waste their time. That was good enough for the 3rd on the top 10 Nielsen charts, behind The Umbrella Academy and Stranger Things. If you factor in films, the movie placed 6th on the top 20 charts, behind Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Sing, and The Man from Toronto. For the week ending July 3rd, Obi-Wan Kenobi did not even chart on Nielsen's top 10 list for streaming series. Netflix Ozark placed 10th with only 330 million minutes viewed. That means Obi-Wan Kenobi had less than 330 million minutes viewed a week after its season finale. Yeah, people were not. I have no interest whatsoever to ever watch that series over again, ever. And they go on to talk about how Mandalorian did and how WandaVision did. It says that Obi-Wan Kenobi did edge out the book of Boba Fett, but just barely. But that series was a hot mess to even begin with. A really and truly hot mess. Understand me? We talk about how WandaVision did. It even had less viewerships than Loki season finale. This means that Obi-Wan Kenobi performed far worse than shows that debuted on Disney Plus over a year ago, when the streaming service had far less subscribers than they did when Kenobi first debuted on the service. In fact, it got absolutely trounced by the 2nd season of The Mandalorian, which premiered at the end of 2020. What might be even more interesting is the fact that numbers completely tailed off compared to the premiere. Granted, the premiere included 3 episodes, but I think it's safe to assume that a significant portion of the people who watched the first 3 episodes of Kenobi turned it off and never looked back. Exactly. Each episode got worse and worse. They had seen enough and were done with what Lucasfilm and Star Wars had done to Obi-Wan Kenobi. I can't blame them. It was terrible. Not only did they turn off the show after watching the first 3 episodes of the series, but it's also quite possible they turned it off after the multi-billion-dollar company tried to accuse their own fans and viewers of racism and position themselves as victims of this alleged racism. This is a common thing. Attacking your fans. Why does they don't understand this is not something to do? They keep trying to make these series for everybody. You have to make it for the fans, and you may then bring in a couple new fans. When you go out your way to attack your own fans, you're saying to them, we don't like you, we don't care about you, we just want to put this out to make some sort of identity politics, signaling crap. When it fails, everybody else is to blame but them. Regardless, their marketing gambit to accuse Star Wars fans of racism did not work. The show did not see increased viewership. The total viewership numbers from the premiere to the finale declined. The trend is clear. Star Wars is in decline and has been ever since the release of The Last Jedi by Rian Johnson. I didn't even watch that. I didn't even watch any. I think I watched part of the first one that they decided to do over, the new Star Wars movie decided to do over, and I watched no more after. It was such garbage, all of them. There might have been a brief upswing with The Mandalorian, but that show appears to be an exception rather than the rule. At the end of it, you have nobody to blame but yourselves. That is it. Nobody to blame but yourselves. You went out of your way to accuse your fans of being racist. You attacked them online and tried to set yourself up as victims of this vicious racist attack, and you have no proof to show anything. You made a series that was terrible. Absolutely terrible. You relegated Obi-Wan Kenobi to a waste of skin. You put in a character like Reva that was not interesting from start to finish. Never made any sense. And you acted like everybody is just supposed to love this. No. This is the result. It tailed off the end. Once again, to people, this is not shocking. I said this was going to happen because I reviewed every episode of it. This show was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And you have nobody to blame for what has happened to it but yourselves. And you think they're going to stop there? Of course not. They have much more things to go about ruining. That's it. Let me know in the comments what you think. You have a different opinion. I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.